Mind blown. Oh my god.
NMIXX.
Yes. Yeah.
You are now reacting to JYP's new girl group NMIXX and their debut song titled
Or maybe just oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, no sound, just
O.O is calling his listeners to get up, get prepped for a journey ahead that may be full of shock and fear. Follow NMIXX forward, baila baila, which means
dance. I took 4 years of Spanish and I know nothing.
Well, you know dance.
Dance and
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias.
El baño, la biblioteca, the bathroom.
Poquito.
And the library.
Uno poquito. So trust NMIXX to be your superhero and experience your dreams in real life.
That's a good concept about being like musicians.
That's
a good thing.
A lot.
Yeah, but I like that. It's like a mirror. The music
I feel like
becomes a mirror for you to work through something and move and dance with them. That's fire.
The song is composed by Brian Yu, E Nun, Marco Long, Charlotte Wilson, Sean T, EJ, Arai, Ayuja, Jan Bars, and Ryan Muse.
Are we ready? What's the thing with it? Oh, it's SpongeBob. They'd be like, "Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain."
Pineapple under the sea.
Meanwhile,
follow them on a journey.
Trust your ears.
Well, I already see the imagery with this anchor
adventures.
on the shore, you know, or on solid surface. That means like
But it's not
anchors
anchored.
up.
Yeah, we're going up.
Anchors away, my boys. Anchors away. 3, 2, 1, checks mix.
It sounds like our French horns.
It sounds like one of those like Norse Viking horns.
What? I can't get a sense of downbeat. Now I do. Interesting.
But that's because the snare came in.
Oh wow, I like how they layered in the bass. Oh yes, I love that sound.
The floor kind of just like dropped out from under it.
So they're going for movie vibes? Because I associate that with being an AMC.
Very Alita Battle Angel.
Whoa. Now the floor is back. Very full.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah, I like those sounds. That was a nice drop.
I love it when they rhyme with other languages.
Woo.
It's kind of cool.
What?
She fell.
That's like a totally different world.
Is this a Coke ad?
Weird.
What?
Whoa.
That little vocal riff is nice.
They lied to me. They said the reel starts now. You should just start freaking flying. The fuck?
How did we get here? Oh my god. I just went in a goddamn donut shop and now everything's colorful.
I love her voice.
What's going on? This feels like a Skittles commercial.
They're not going back.
Not yet. It started out like away, and then they did a little thing.
I like the mixing here. I think the blend of the guitar and the drums were.
On top of that was kind of cool. The harmony. Those harmonies were nice. Oh, bass.
Okay.
What? Oh, it's the rhythm back to the thing.
Yeah, electric modulation is nuts!
I understand what happened.
Mind blown. Oh my god.
They're a good group too. Like they're pretty in sync. Like there's an energy about them that's pretty in sync and like pretty good. I've never commented on dancers. Wow.
Change again.
I don't know.
Wait, no?
What?
What?
Oh,
That's it?
That was fun. It's a good place to stop.
It's, I kind of wanted...
Definitely you want more. That's why I think it's a good place to stop.
Nails. Why does her hat say nails?
Because some people like nails.
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that donut shop? I want to know too.
Oh, look in the building. It's the ooh. It's a,
Oh, it's the ooh thing.
his eyes going.
What? They just leave us hanging like that? What the? Oh my god. That was epic. Oh.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I just went through a lot. I liked the song. I like it as a whole. And I especially like the beginning.
Yeah, it's like a boat siren.
I think because it's rhythmic right away.
Displays pulse.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Was like you could drop it like a pot.
It immediately just throws away the pulse.
My brain is kind of breaking here. I don't know what's
I'm really
going on.
confused.
They ended up with the right amount of bars so that it would, if you kept a 4/4 pattern since starting the first note, you'll land on a downbeat. But it shifts the meter in there somewhere.
And it's so crazy that when they first start, like there's no bass or anything that's like informing that meter. It's just a whooshing kind of thing that's like giving you the eighth note feel. Wow, 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 wow. And then that comes in. And then they start singing.
It's off. It's off. What the fuck is going on? Who is this person in the middle doing woo woo a look at that moving eyes in the white? Because she's destroying my musical brain right now, and I appreciate it.
I mean, I think the out is fine, right?
This is fine, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, and I like how, now that I heard that so many times back, I really like how they peel back a lot of that drum and instrument so we can really feel that weight want to like fall into the downbeat of the first verse.
5 minutes later.
1, 2. I think it's on beat 3 after she gets in there.
The drastic changes in pulse, you don't know when to feel it. Because in the beginning, they lead you to feel something, then they change it immediately, and you're like, I'm embarrassed because I thought something else was happening. So I would say just like a consistency in pulse, where it either goes into one another through modulation, like meter modulation.
That's what the last transition did.
Yeah? Well, the last transition felt right. That's why I was saying it. Like, the ending was fantastic. But just like the beginning, it was a meter modulation type stuff, or halftime, full-time. Like, all that would have been great.
Why would that even matter in pop music, right? Instead of just feeling, oh, this taking a little bit more time, and then we get into something, and we're back into, like...
So you know when, like, in American pop, how they, like, start by introducing the song sometimes, when it's, like, EDM or, like, pop music.
Before, like, the
has,
vocals come in?
Trap, they go, like, hey, it's so-and-so on the drums, blah, blah, blah. It, like, feels like they're doing their call-outs there. So it's not necessarily in the meter specifically, but they always get back onto it. I think that's why it doesn't sound horribly weird to me, because I feel like I've heard things like that before, but it's also very cool.
I think what's more, like, what tripped me out was the different sections. Have we heard a Joey P song that's done that?
Because the thing is, if I were to hear this on the radio, I don't know if I'd listen to it again unless I was a fan of them, because it does so much. If I was driving, I'd crash. I would get really distracted because it takes you into some really cool places, but it's just the ideas are not fully, there's really not a lot of connection between some of the ideas. And it's cool, it's fascinating, I like it a lot. Actually, this is one of my favorites I've heard in a while. If there was a bit more cohesion, I think it would have been fantastic.
It's super distorted. Synth going into the drop is so cool. And they also got like the reggaeton thing, like the Latin pop, typical Latin pop beat going on, but it's like really subtle. It's not like the in your face like it's kind of buried within the kind of trap hi-hat and snare sounds a little bit.
There's like some trumpet action going on too, like what the hell?
I gotta be honest, I don't like that trumpet at all. I think it breaks the atmosphere. It brings this really brassy texture to something that is otherwise very soft, and something that's not soft as in quiet, but soft as in like, soft like a brush would be. It adds something that's very like metallic, or something that's to something that should be like a watercolor painting. There's like this harp between like 47, 50, the instruments that you hear are like this synth that's like boom, and then this plucky thing. It's like very like washy sounds. I feel as though with a song like this, it's just like adding calamitous noise that I don't really find myself drawn towards, which is a shame because the sections after this first section I feel are significantly better. It feels as though it has this kind of like, it has a groove, it has this kind of memorable guitar line, and it's simple.
For me, the B section, the middle section, is so much more confident. Maybe it's because normally when I hear this type of grungy, dark vibe, I'm kind of used to the song being like long and then having all sorts of different sections. But then when we get to the middle section, it just felt like, oh, we're there. You know, we're somewhere new.
That silence is just deafening. It's like a palate cleanser, essentially, right?
But they don't include it in the official track.
Oh, they didn't?
It goes straight in.
Bruh, okay. That,
wait.
that would be a lot.
Because we were in E minor, now we're in A major. So
Yeah.
it's on major 4, and I guess...
And ended right on minor 1.
So it's just minor 1 to major 4.
Okay, so the genre changes didn't throw you off and turn you off. You thought it was epic.
Yeah, for me, I thought it was sick. Like going back to it, especially, I was just like, how did that happen?
Oh, it's a metric mod.
How so?
So it's 16th note to triplet. New triplet equals previous 16th note.
The Bright Epic Dream section.
The 16th note.
This four notes fit into the beat.
Yeah, so like...
Instead of keeping the feel in triplets, like they change the feel to 16th notes, so it feels like it's just speeding up a ton.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of when the vocals come in, it's like... So this is what they use for the transition, triplet. And then when they get into it, it immediately goes to 16th notes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually.
So the bala 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 is confusing because of where the last lie syllable lands.
Baila.
Oh, baila?
Yeah.
It makes it sound like a weird hemiola thing. So when we hear baila baila baila, we're hearing it in 1 2 1 2 1 2. And then when we're hearing a triplet, we're hearing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So in this case, it would be baila 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 baila. There's a very nice clash that I think makes our brains do a lot of speed math.
Like, I think it's really interesting that like songs are starting to do this, like, and that we're hearing songs that have such distinct like textural and like I don't know, just very distinct changes, right? And I think kind of like the reason for it is what it seems like what they're trying to do here, where they're trying to show like make a story in a video, or make a story in like, here's this group and here's their background, right? Here's the story that goes behind the group, so you can have like theories and all these things. It's a whole different world, and they're like pulling you into it doing this.
Oh yeah, it functions really well as a storytelling device, not so much as like a standalone song, right? Just because it's not going to make sense unless you really understand everything that's going on here.
But it like makes sense in this like K-pop world, because it's never just about the song, right? It's about the song, it's about the members, it's about the dance, it's about everything. And this is just like adding another layer to that. Here's the story, and we're making the music like show our like the group's story and message, right?
It brought me to a very deep philosophical place about music and where we're going, because I just don't know. I understand the mixed genre. It's just like always very jarring to me, but it also is like aesthetically, like it's pleasing in a way, but in like, I don't have synesthesia, but like a lot of my musical mentors do. Like it's pleasing in that kind of way that you're in like a new space completely. It does feel supernatural. I think it fits where our world is at. We're in a very virtual
And
world.
completely. Like,
Yeah, and we're used to stimulation. I'm for it, and this really made me think. It's a lot to digest.
Yeah, I like it. It's theatrical. I think it uses the K-pop medium to say something.
Yeah, I thought it was clever. I thought it was fun. I liked the different vibes in each section. So I think it was a good debut.
They sound great. I love this kind of exploration with metric modulation. It's a really fun way to get into it. It's really well layered. I love the sounds they're using. What a good intro. Thank you.
Pineapple under the sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Who's porous and yellow and
SpongeBob SquarePants.
notable nonsense is something you wish.
SpongeBob
SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
That was a digression.